In the engineering bay of the Gosnian heavy carrier, Vic rips circuits out from one of the unmanned exos as it collapses in malfunction. A second exo lunges at Vic's back, but is bashed across the room by a large cylinder, one of Armada's vibration structures. Vic checks around the room with the sights of his rifle.
Good fighting, squad. Celtic, Armada, get back to the explosives. Longhorn and I.
Hey, Vic?
The commander and his squad turn to see 3 Gosnian berserkers emerge from behind the reactor, their blades in hand.
Longhorn, how'd they get past your sensors?
Oh, I'm sorry, Vic. I guess I lost a bit of focus while I was trying to keep my head from getting ripped off by an army of goddamn robots.
Fuck! I hated these things back in our simulations. They were such OP bullshit.
Remember, focus on gifted attacks. Their armor is resistant to our ballistics.
Oh shit, that makes sense. Damn, I wish they taught us that.
They definitely did.
Vic and Armada glow with a power-respective blue and purple aura as they set their feet to charge.
Humans!
Startled, Omega Squad looks up to watch the mist flowing above them swarm around and collect to form a screen directly over the berserkers. On the screen is a stern and well-decorated Gosnian.
I humbly request your attention.
Admiral Ostercon, I see we've sprung your trap.
I am surprised your arrogance allowed you to admit that.
Well, the risk of perpetuating that arrogance, Admiral. You should know after seeing what we did to your ground invasion that we can handle your 3 monsters here.
You foolish commander. It is this ship's destination that holds the teeth of this trap.
Try and ship us out all you want, Admiral Fuckface. We've got your ship nailed down.
You appear to be ignorant of your situation, human. I do not envy you. Berserkers, do nothing but protect the core.
The Gosnian Admiral disappears from the screen as it disintegrates back into mist.
Vic, call bait.
A Gosnian soldier steps over a wounded and incapacitated Ople and points a blaster at his head. A knife flies through the air and gashes into the back of the Gosnian's head. 2 more Gosnians step around the body, searching for the throat. Baby storms into the room, ducking under a blast and jumping off the first Gosnian before drawing their pistol and lighting up the second. They kick the first Gosnian over as the third comes up from behind the docked fighter. They roll to avoid its blast before popping the last rounds of their magazine. The first Gosnian stumbles to his feet and attempts to line up its blaster as Baby drops their pistol, pulls the knife from the head of the dead Gosnian, and throws it into their target's shoulder. While it's still stunned, Baby runs up, pulls the knife out, ducks under a swing of the Gosnian's blaster, stabs it in the abdomen, and finally stabs it in the eye. They pull the knife back, letting the vanquished alien fall.
Ople! Ople, are you okay?
Baby rushes over to Ople.
Oh, Prime Soul! Ople, I'm so sorry.
Baby, Ople's not responding. What's his status?
He's hurt. He's hurt really bad. It's all my fault. I'm sorry, Ople.
Baby, calm down. Check him out now. What care does he need? We need him back in the hyperdrive now.
Baby?
Oh, wait. He's awake.
Baby, I'm losing blood. I just need a tissue patch. Just patch me up so I can try and get control of the hyperdrive again.
Right. About the tissue thing?
No, that's right. God damn you, baby. Hate more attention in class. You suck.
Ople loses consciousness.
Ople, no!
Baby, pull it together, damn it!
Well, hello, hyperspace.
On the bridge of one of the USNG battle cruisers, Captain Laramie observes the Gosnian carrier from his cruiser's position. He's stunned when 2 previously undetected Gosnian cruisers detach from the carrier.
Commander Smith, what's going on?
Be advised, the carrier's about to make a...
The Gosnian carrier powers up and jumps clear out of the Rona system, leaving the 2 cruisers.
Greetings, human captain. I hope you are prepared for combat.
Back on the Gosnian carrier.
Fucking hell. Oh, at least I can get my frustration out on these berserkers.
No, we need to get back to the hangar.
Ain't we still gotta set the charges on this place?
We don't have time. The ship could exit hyperspace at any moment. We need to be ready to exit the ship and maneuver around whatever they got planned for us.
Sounds good as shit to me. Let's avoid the fucking Dragon Knights and get out of here, Drogmuck.
Oh, I could kick each of their asses. Just after I'm done with yours.
You could have kicked my
Oh, you don't
ass,
think
you
I can?
fat
You don't think I
fucking
can kick your
broad-butt
roly-poly
skinny
ass?
piece
So
of
what you gonna
shit?
do? You're gonna
I just
get
got hit
heavy,
in
you're
the
gonna
face
get
by a
dense.
giant
Squad
fucking
dance all
sofa.
around.
Grind
I'll dance all around you all
up.
day. I'll rip
What
off
the
that
hell is
jacket,
going to
pieces
work
off
with
the
your
berserker
guy?
armor and shove it up.
Vic grabs both Celtic and Longhorn by the back of their armor and flings them toward the exit.
Ah!
That works.
Baby is still sitting over Ople.
You're gonna be okay, Ople. I can't figure out the tissues, but I can sing you an Unfarian farmer song. We toil in the soil, skin blistered and boiled. The emperor's feasting our blood on his hands. Our bodies are mangled in the plum brush's tackle. But one day we'll sing it primes all land. Oh, sorry, that's not very appropriate, is it? You're not going to Prime's All Land anytime soon, Ople. Don't worry, buddy.
Baby hears footsteps approaching them from behind and quickly draws their pistol.
Put that fucking shit away, baby. I've already had enough mini heart attacks today. Fuck.
Oh, I'm so glad you guys are back.
Armada, apply a tissue patch on Ople and let's all get on board ASAP.
Inside the excrementus, Armada quickly steps through the dining room and passes a sliding door into a small medical den before laying him on the den center chair.
Hang in there, kid.
Longhorn, once the ship exits hyperspace, we need to punch it out of here and get as far as we can, as fast as we can. Be ready to cover and follow us.
Won't be a problem.
Good. Get locked in, everyone.
Celtic and Baby are strapped into the seats at the dining room table, while Armada is buckled into the seat on the wall of the medical den.
Go!
Longhorn's SRT zooms out of the hangar, followed immediately by the excrementus. Longhorn's cockpit window is immediately flooded with Gosnian fighters that have swarmed out of 3 cruisers already waiting for them outside the carrier. He lights up 2 of them before spinning to avoid their shots and destroying 2 more. Vic takes this time to analyze the positioning of the Gosnian ships. He sees a sufficient gap between the 2 right cruisers.
Vic, watch your ass, 3 o'clock.
Gosnian fighters fly in and raise a line of fire off the excrementus' shields. As Vic turns Omega Squad's nose gun toward them, he directly destroys one while nicking the wing of another. Longhorn flips his fighter over the excrementus and unleashes a vicious counterfire.
Oh, the shaking is too much for Ople. We gotta treat Ople gentle. Oh, I killed my friend.
Shut up, baby. He's fine. He'll be fine. Right, Armada? Ople's gonna be okay.
He's hanging on. Your friend is strong.
I know my friends are badass. I was asking about Ople.
Having cleared the wave of fighters, Vic punches it straight toward the far right ship.
Longhorn, dock your fighter quick. I'm gonna make a random jump as soon as we clear this Corvette.
Got it.
Longhorn zips in front of the excrementus and carefully backs into the single fighter dock in front of the ship.
Locked in, Vic. Punch us the fuck out of here.
Vic flies closer and closer to the cruiser, which is charging its sideboard cannons. He activates the excrementus' missile battery and fires a volley of rockets into the Gosnian guns, destroying a few and redirecting the trajectory of the others as they fire. He warms up the hyperdrive as more fighters move in.
Is everyone okay?
Yes.
I'm good.
A-okay, I think.
Totally fine.
I smell pee. Do you smell pee, Celtic?
Nah, I mean, yeah, that's the smell the missiles leave when they're fired. Kind of weird, I know, but
Vic enters the common area and hurries to the medical den.
Oh, is he?
He's alive, but we don't have the equipment or anyone here with a gift that can heal him. He won't make it much longer if we don't get him help.
The Lost Chicon's carrier didn't travel for very long, so we can't be too far outside Imperial space.
Longhorn enters the deck.
I already checked my ship's nav computer, Vic. We're in Drogman space.
That's not possible. The USNG reports that Gaznians haven't established any significant presence in human space yet.
Well, I guess that brings into question what the USNG considers human.
Oh, don't start with that, Longhorn. The USNG's been nothing but helpful to Drogmans in the past decade.
Okay, sure, Vic. But if the computer's right, we're days away from any civilized systems where we are, much less any that would have the means to help a boy Ople.
It's Ople.
Sure, whatever.
We need to get back to Roana and relay a message to the USNG about the Gaznian presence in Drogma.
Rowana is still under attack, and wouldn't have a facility for Ople anyway.
But we're days away from any other options. So if we can get back and help our cruisers, they may have the resources to help him.
If they're still even in one piece.
Oh shit, that's right. Oh, I knew the star map looked familiar. Hey Vic, if we stop and readjust course now, I know a place where we can get quick help in like 30 minutes tops.
Vic glances at Armada to gather her reaction, to which she simply shrugs at the lack of options.
Okay. Longhorn, set a course to your location.
Sir.
On a small moon orbiting an uninhabitable green rocky planet, an old decaying experimental biodome left derelict by Drogman researchers rests quietly in the tomb of obscure space. Inside the creaking pressurized glass, a humbly vegetated forest frames a small artificial stream. A scrawny figure in a gray shawl scampers down from a rock and up to a flimsy tree where they draw a pair of scissors and pluck the few flowers it had blooming. The figure looks up through the dome to see the excrementus flying in.
Oh, thank Primesol! Yes! You finally sent someone!
Omega Squad's approach shakes the entire dome, dislodging various bolts and screws as well as throwing a few trees to the ground.
Oh no, oh, you just had to throw in some analogous imagery of my home falling apart and not being able to look back. Well, don't forget I'm still in here, asshole.
They watch where the ship lands before taking off in its direction. The excrementus comes to rest on the gray, rocky surface and opens its airlock. Baby steps out, rifle raised. Longhorn and Celtic follow, their armor pressurized for open space.
You're not gonna need that, baby. You can say that again. This place is a fucking ghost town. How the hell are we supposed to find help for Ople out here?
Armada, carrying Ople, walks past Celtic.
Be mindful, Celtic. You almost sound like you care.
I do care. I care about my time being wasted. I have a lot of sexy dates back on Amodius. I was only there for a day and I literally couldn't fit any more than I had. Because they're flying at me, Ople. Flying at me. Oh, wait. That's right. Yeah. They're flying at me, baby. Flying at me.
Shut up, Celtic. I need you to be ready in case he's not being honest here.
Short horny? Yeah. I'm feeling weird about this whole idea of his, too.
Baby and Longhorn approach the airlock of the silent facility.
Oh, this place is giving me the creeps.
Longhorn reaches to knock on the door, just as it slides open, to reveal Chip Panda, a short, thin man in his early 30s with tattered clothes and wild, unkept white hair.
Oh, Primes all be honored! I'm so glad people finally found me. Tell me, what's at the bottom messages I've been throwing into space?
No, Chip, we just need a favor.
Wait, no. Oh no, are you kidding me? Out of all the great beings in this galaxy, you send him?
Chip, just listen.
Oh no, it was the last time I tried to do a favor for you that got me stuck on this rock. What does he mean, Longhorn?
Look, I was put in a place where I had to make some tough decisions.
Oh, that's rich. You and your old pirate gang marooned me here after I burned a few things. It was a bad experiment. Pirates?
You set fire to half a deck. Okay. What I did was a dick move, alright? But this ain't about me. We've got this kid with us who's all kinds of fucked up, and he really needs your help.
Of course I'll help him. But you've got to get me out of here and at least throw me off at the nearest civilized planet. It's really gotten to me out here having no one to talk to but the scrawny blonde kid behind the keyboard.
Behind the keyboard? Fuck?
You have a deal, Mr. Panda. Now please, help our friend.
Sounds great. Now, come on in. I'll tend to the young man. Come on.
Panda gestures for Omega Squad to enter the facility. Panda leads the squad through the garden.
Ooh, look at all the Taraxacum plated cartum.
Before reaching a small laboratory on the far end. Its tables and walls are adorned with chemicals, bubbling beakers, and bowls of ground mixed plants. Panda clears a table of some dead flowers and empty test tubes.
All right, lay him down here. Old Chip will take a look.
Armada lays Ople on the table, where Panda begins his examination.
All this is gift alchemy.
What's that, Vic?
It's a backwoods way of using the gift. They replicate chemicals of the gift source back in Terrestria and combine them with different biological materials to achieve different effects. It's highly illegal.
Commander, we know it's illegal, but we have to help.
Don't worry, Armada. I've already made enough exceptions to this up. No sense in getting stiff now.
Vic smirks at a now relieved Armada.
Ah, a couple of deep blaster wounds. Oh boy. Okay, I know the thing.
Panda sets a bowl on the table next to Ople, gathers a root from a hanging basket next to him, grabs a fruit from a drawer, and sprinkles in a spice.
What was that last thing? Oh yeah!
Panda reaches into his pocket and pulls out the flowers he had picked earlier, before throwing them into the bowl with the rest of the ingredients. He then picks out a blue bubbling test tube and pours just a drop into the mix.
All right, here we go.
Panda pours a splash on each of Ople's wounds.
Ople!
Hold on, baby. Let him work. I'm sure it's a delicate process.
Hey, asshole! Wake up!
Where the hell am I? Who the hell are you?
The name's Chip Panda, Master Alchemist. At your service.
Ople, you're alive! Big Primesol, I'm so sorry.
Baby squeezes Ople with the tightest hug they can muster.
Calm down there, Zippy. You still got a wrist.
Oh, sorry, Ople.
It's okay, baby. Just try to learn to administer that tissue patch, okay?
I'm glad you're not dead, Ople. You know, just because I still have a lot of material on you that would suddenly become distasteful.
How long does it need to rest?
Oh, a good 24 hours. The spices need to settle in.
Okay. Everyone remain here and rest up. I'll fly back to Rowan and use the cruiser's long-range transmitters to relay the info about Gaznians and Drogma Space to High Command.
Yo, you can't take the whole ship and leave us here. What if this Pando guy goes crazy and starts axing us off?
True. You'll need an emergency transport. No offense, Mr. Panda.
Oh no, that's definitely the right move. I get suspicious of myself sometimes too.
Right. Longhorn, I'll need to take your fighter.
Hey, listen, Vic. I know you're my commander and all, but we really haven't developed enough trust for me to feel comfortable with you taking my best girl for a spin, you know? Why not just send me?
That trust issue goes both ways, Longhorn. Now come with me over to the ship and help me get her set.
Yes, sir.
Vic and Longhorn open the hatch to the single fighter dock aboard the Excrementus.
Alright, she's got a bit of a different throttle system than your standard bird, alright? The thrust controls are over there, and the brakes...
I'm sorry, Longhorn, I gotta ask. What was Mr. Panda referring to about you being a pirate?
Vic, trust me. What I was up to in the past has nothing to do with this op. I was involved with some pirates, decided it wasn't right, and joined the USNG. Nothing crazy.
I want to trust you, but knowing your reputation, I'll need you to show me that I can.
That shit goes both ways, Commander. Bring her back without a scratch, and I'll think about opening up that can of worms.
Sounds like a deal, squad mate. I promise I'll deliver my message and nothing else. I'll keep clear of any action.
I bet there won't be a problem for you, eh?
Vic mutely glares at Longhorn. Ople is now resting on a couch in the back corner of Panda's lab, while the rest are sitting around a table, eating some humble grub Panda whipped up.
Lieutenant?
How are you feeling, Ople?
I'm sorry, Lieutenant.
About what?
I failed to keep the ship from jumping. I fucking failed. God damn it.
Ople, you almost gave everything for that mission. I'm just glad you're alive. Yes, the mission has gotten complicated, but you couldn't help what happened. Why are you so hard on yourself?
Because I've already fucked up enough in my life.
Ople, I hate to say, but from experience I can tell you that you're not done doing that. Not by a wide margin.
Making mistakes is fine. It's just... Before I was in the GDS, I was enrolled in the University of Amodius, studying civil technomancy.
Oh, very prestigious.
You could say that again. Even compared to the Institute. I busted my ass to get there, and I even scored high enough to get into the class of experimental techno-theory, researching new ways of furthering our manipulation of technology.
I'm getting the sense something derailed your track.
Professor Yatello. He was my department head, leading my class's research on a new machine that would send signals into space and detect any uses of gifted energy not sanctioned by the USNG.
Allowing them to police the gift. I'd imagine that would have been a very big political issue. I'm surprised I haven't heard of it.
It was top secret, and I was working on it.
Do you remember where the project came from?
I think the representative chancellor had something to do with it. Why?
Nothing, Ople. Sorry. Continue.
So Professor Yatello entrusted me to develop the circuits that would transfer power to the prototype that we'd been working on for months. The amount of power needed for this thing was immense, so it was really difficult to figure out how to run it to the prototype without overloading it. Too tough for me, I guess. In front of the whole board of the university. And now that I think of it, the chancellor himself, too. Jatalo flipped the switch, and the entire fucking machine blew up.
You were a student. Certainly the failure was on your professor.
That's the way the board saw it, but not Jatalo. He didn't even give me a chance. I was expelled from the program at Armada. I don't come from the highest level of the Emodian cities. I had a ton of debt, and so...
The military.
Exactly.
But why the GDAS? A simple non-combat engineering position could have paid off your debt eventually.
I had to show him. I had to show that I could succeed at the highest level. I'm going to work hard and become the most powerful technomancer in the galaxy.
Be careful, Ople. You are powerful, but it is dangerous to let your spite fuel you.
Why? Because it doesn't make what happened right?
No. Obsessing over who you're against will make you forget who you're for, or who's for you.
The Black Evade SRT-34 exits hyperspace amidst a field of USNG ship debris. Vic slowly makes his way through the carnage to see that the Gosnian corvettes, accompanied by 2 battlecruisers, have formed a secure and uncontested perimeter around the planet Omega Squad had tried so hard to protect.